think your day starts when you arrive at work. You're wrong. Your day was already decided in the first 30 minutes after you woke up. Most men lose the entire day before 8 a.m. and they don't even realize it. They wake up, they grab their phone, they check messages. Someone else's emergency becomes their priority. Someone else's opinion enters their mind. Someone else's agenda controls their energy. And by the time they're actually ready to start their day, they're already reacting, already controlled, already defeated. But there's a different way, a way that ancient Stoics like Marcus Aurelius used to rule empires while the world was falling apart around them. A way that turns your morning from a chaotic scramble into a weapon. Because your morning isn't preparation for the day. Your morning is the day. Everything after is just momentum or damage control. And when you understand this, when you truly internalize it, you'll never look at mornings the same way again. Before we begin, this is Chapter 2 of the Iron Chapters Foundation Trilogy. If you watched Chapter 1 on mastering your energy, you already know why this works. This video shows you how to apply it every single morning. If you haven't seen Chapter 1, no problem. This video stands alone. But definitely check it after for the complete picture. Now subscribe so you don't miss Chapter 3 on mastering your emotions in real time. Alright, let's talk about why you're losing before the battle even starts. Chapter 1. The enemy. Your reactive morning. Here's what most men's mornings look like. Alarm goes off. Hit snooze. Snooze again. Finally drag yourself out of bed, already feeling behind. First thing you do, grab your phone, check messages, check emails, check social media. Someone sent you something negative. Now your mental state is negative. Someone wants something from you. Now you're in reactive mode. You haven't even brushed your teeth. And you're already responding to other people's priorities. You rush through a shower, maybe grab some coffee, maybe skip breakfast because you're late. You're moving fast but without intention. You're doing things but not choosing things. And somewhere deep down, you feel it. That sense that you're not in control. That the day is happening to you, not for you. That you're already playing defense, and the game hasn't even started. This is the defeated morning. And if you start defeated, you stay defeated. Because here's what nobody tells you about mornings. Your morning state becomes your default state. The energy you wake up with, the thoughts you think first, the actions you take before the world demands things from you. These set your frequency for the entire day. If your first hour is reactive, chaotic, and controlled by external forces, your entire day will be reactive, chaotic, and controlled by external forces. You're not losing because you're weak. You're losing because you never took control of the battlefield. And the battlefield is your morning. Every single day, there's a war. A war between your intentional self and your reactive self. Between the man you want to be and the man circumstances try to make you. And that war is won or lost in the first 30 minutes after you open your eyes. The Stoics understood this at a level most modern men never will. They didn't wake up and check their notifications. They woke up and chose their state. They didn't let the world set their frequency. They set it themselves. And then they moved through the day from a place of power, not reaction. Chapter 2. Marcus Aurelius. The Emperor's Morning Weapon. Marcus Aurelius was the most powerful man in the world. Emperor of Rome, commander of armies, ruler of an empire that stretched from Britain to Egypt. And every morning, he faced problems that would break most men. Wars on multiple fronts, plague killing thousands, betrayal from trusted generals, political conspiracies, economic crisis, natural disasters, the weight of an entire civilization on his shoulders. And through all of it, he never broke. Why? Because he won every morning before the chaos began. At dawn, Marcus would wake early, not because he was a morning person, not because he loved waking up. He wrote in his journal, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being. What do I have to complain of if I'm going to do what I was born for? The things I was brought into the world to do? Or is this what I was created for, to huddle under the blankets and stay warm?" Marcus didn't see his morning routine as self-care. He saw it as warfare preparation, because he knew something that modern men have forgotten. The battle isn't out there. The battle is in here, in your mind, in your state, in your ability to remain unshaken when everything around you is shaking. And that battle is won or lost before you face the external world. Every morning, Marcus would spend time in contemplation. He would write in his journal, reminding himself of Stoic principles. He would mentally prepare for the challenges ahead. He would practice what the Stoics called premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. He would imagine the worst things that could happen that day. Betrayal, loss, insult, failure, and he would prepare his mind to handle them with equanimity, not with fear, with readiness. Seneca, another great Stoic, wrote, "Begin each day by telling yourself, 'Today I shall be meeting with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness.' Not to be pessimistic, but to be prepared, because when you rehearse your strength before you need it, nothing can shake you." When someone betrays Marcus, he wasn't surprised. He was ready. When plague struck Rome, he wasn't paralyzed. He was prepared, because his morning wasn't about feeling good. It was about becoming unbreakable. And here's what's crucial. Marcus didn't do this because he was emperor. He became emperor because he did this. The morning ritual didn't come after success. The morning ritual created the success. The unshakable mind wasn't a luxury of power. It was the foundation of power. Chapter 3. The 4 Pillars of an Unbreakable Morning. So, how do you build this? How do you transform your morning from a defeated scramble into a weapon? 4 pillars. These aren't habits. These aren't tips. These are the foundations of mental warfare. Pillar 1. Win the first battle. The first 5 minutes after you wake up are the most important 5 minutes of your day. This is where you prove to yourself that you're in control. Most men lose this battle immediately. They hit snooze, they grab their phone, they let external forces dictate their state. Don't. The moment you wake up, your feet hit the floor. No negotiation, no snooze, no phone. This is your first act of sovereignty. You decided to wake up, so wake up. Then cold water. Splash your face. Take a cold shower if you can. Why? Because cold water shocks your system out of reactive mode. It forces you into the present moment. It proves you can do uncomfortable things. Every morning you have a choice. Comfort or control. You can't have both. Choose control. Pillar 2. Declare your intentions. This is what Marcus did every morning. He would remind himself of his principles. He would prepare for adversity. You need to do the same. Spend 5 to 10 minutes in intentional thought. Not meditation where your mind wanders. Intentional thought. What are your principles? What kind of man are you choosing to be today? What challenges might you face? And how will you handle them? Epictetus said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." Start your day by choosing gratitude. Not because everything is perfect, because gratitude is a high-frequency state, and you're choosing your frequency before the world tries to lower it. Write in a journal if that helps. Speak your intentions out loud. Today I will be calm. Today I will be focused. Today I will not react. Today I will respond from strength. This isn't affirmation. This is declaration. You're programming your state before the world tries to program it for you. Pillar 3. Move your body. Physical discipline equals mental discipline. Seneca wrote, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." Your morning movement isn't about fitness. It's about proving you can do hard things before hard things are required of you. Push-ups, run, lift weights, train martial arts. Whatever it is, make it challenging. Make it uncomfortable. Because when you voluntarily choose discomfort in the morning, nothing the day throws at you feels overwhelming. You've already proven to yourself that you're stronger than comfort. You've already shown yourself that you can push through resistance. And that mental state carries into everything. The Stoics trained in peace so they could fight in war. You train in the morning so you can dominate the day. Pillar 4. Silence before noise. The world is going to scream at you all day. Emails, calls, demands, problems. Other people's emergencies. Other people's opinions. Other people's energy. Before all of that, you need to hear yourself. 10 minutes of silence. No phone, no music, no podcast, no input. Just you and your thoughts. Sit, breathe, observe your mind. This isn't about clearing your mind. This is about being present with your mind, noticing your thoughts without being controlled by them. This is what meditation actually is, not emptying, observing. And when you practice this every morning, something powerful happens. You realize your thoughts are not you. Your emotions are not you. They're things you experience, but they don't control you unless you let them. And that realization makes you unbreakable. You've mastered your energy in Chapter 1. You've learned that everything is vibration, and you control your frequency. Now, in Chapter 2, you've learned how to start every day from that place of power. You've learned the Stoic morning system that transforms you from reactive to sovereign. But here's the truth. Your morning is just the beginning. What happens at 2 p.m. when someone disrespects you? What happens when you get bad news? What happens when everything goes wrong and your emotions are screaming at you to react? That's where Chapter 3 comes in. Mastering your emotions in real time. The 4 laws of emotional control that make you unshakable no matter what the day throws at you. That's the next Iron Chapter. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Comment below and tell me, what does your current morning look like? Be honest. Because awareness is the first step to transformation. And if you haven't watched Chapter 1 on mastering your energy, go watch it now. It's the foundation that makes everything else work. Remember, your morning isn't self-care. It's warfare preparation. It's not about feeling good. It's about becoming unbreakable. The Stoics knew this 2,000 years ago. Marcus Aurelius proved it while ruling an empire in chaos. Now it's your turn to prove it in your life. Stop losing by 8 a.m. Win the morning, win the day, win your life. Until the next chapter.